Hi everyone, Night Diver 5 here, and I want to bring up a topic that I don't necessarily have a conclusion to. I know how I feel, but I want to bring this up and see what your comments and your thoughts are. But my question is patriotism biblical? And let's take a look at Matthew 4 verses 8 and 9. And this is where Satan is tempting Jesus out in the wilderness. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and saith unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. And in the next verse, Jesus responds and says, Then Jesus saith unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. So, in this situation, Chuck Missler points out that in Jesus not refuting Satan there, in a backdoor kind of way, actually confirms that yes, Satan does own all the kingdoms of the world, and that would include the United States. And in Matthew 5, verses 34 through 37, Jesus is telling us not to swear, not to create any oaths. Well, if you're going to serve in the U.S. military, you're going to take an oath. And here is the Army oath for enlisted, which I took. I, Timothy Bruce Hammond, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice, so help me God. I took that oath. I went in as a specialist because I already had a 4-year college degree, and then I came home because I was in the reserves. I went to basic training and then to my A at Fort Huachuca. I came home to California and I started my master's program in international relations, joined ROTC, and 2 years later when I graduated I became a lieutenant. I was commissioned officer. So we're told that to be patriotic is basically God, country, and apple pie. But my question is, which God? If Satan owns all of these kingdoms, and the U.S. is one of them, are we really? Is patriotism really being for God, for the God of the Bible, the God of Abraham? In our money it says, "In God we trust." Which God? We know the country was founded by Masons. We know their God is a convoluted form of Satan, because they believe that the Holy Spirit and Satan are the same being. So is this Yahweh? Is this the God of Abraham on our dollar? I don't mean the image, I'm talking about the inscription. We also have complete occultic symbology on all of our money. So which God are they referring to? My personal conclusion is that patriotism is a form of idolatry. And I don't have specific verses to back this up. I did find it interesting that while watching a Chuck Missler teaching, he spoke about the same thing. I came to my conclusion before I watched his teaching on it. Now I can find a verse that counters this. In Luke 3:14, it says, And the soldiers likewise demanded of him, saying, And what shall we do? And he said unto them, Do violence to no man, neither accuse any falsely, and be content with your wages. Now, I'm assuming that these are Roman soldiers. I don't think that the Jews were allowed to have soldiers under Roman rule. If someone knows something other than that, please let me know. But in any case, he didn't say, hey, you're serving a kingdom of Satan, get out of it. You have to, you know, leave, go AWOL. He simply said, don't rape, pillage, and burn. Be content with your wages. But in doing so, they would be serving Rome, which is a satanic government. And patriotism isn't limited to people in the service. I'm simply using that as a personal reference. And the point of taking the oath convolutes it when the Bible, when Yeshua, Jesus, specifically says, don't take any oaths. Well, you can't serve in the military without taking that oath. Now we have other examples. We have Joseph, where he served in Egypt. We have Daniel, as he served in Babylon. And we have Mordecai, and he served in Persia. And these men didn't serve so that they could thwart the government. They served God first, but they wholeheartedly served these satanic empires. So like I said, I don't have a necessary conclusion. I don't have verses to back it up. I just feel that knowing what I know about the government, how they operate, that they've done 911, that they've poisoned people with vaccines, they're chemtrailing, you know, all the conspiracy theories that we could name. I would not want to take that oath today. If someone had said, hey, would you like to join the military? No, there's no way. There's no way I could in good conscience take that oath today. But when I did it, I was proud. I was probably close to tears. I was so patriotic back then. So anyway, I would like to hear what you have to say and read your comments. Thank you.